Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another barneycast. Today I'm bringing you a game between aAaNerchio and aAaNerchio. Now, aAaNerchio is our Zerg player over here, in the blue. This is Shattered Temple, you know this by the rocks. And in the left-hand side, we have aAaNerchio. aAaNerchio is part of the Dignitas team, a pretty well-known team in Europe, but aAaNerchio, I just read online, recently switched to the Empire team. He does still carry the tag aAA, but I think that's because he's changed his names too many times already. So his real tag should be Empire aAaNerchio, but it's probably just because he doesn't want to trade his tag, just because he'd have to work his way back up to Grandmasters. Now, this game is an IEM match, and nice little trick by aAaNerchio. He did see where his opponent is by just peeking in, not showing his Overlord to aAaNerchio. And it looks like aAaNerchio's just going to place his supply depot close by. No wall off, probably going to wall off with the barracks. But this is the IEM, I think it's the quarterfinals, I think so. So it is a best of 3, and we should be seeing good games from these two European players. Now, if you'll notice aAaNerchio's placement of his barracks, it does leave room for 2 supply depots. There could go one right here and one right here. Or he could wall it off with 2 more barracks if he places them correctly, I believe. And it looks like aAaNerchio is just going to go for a quick expand. No spawning pool yet, so it was a 15 hatch. Going to work his way up to more drones and just send in his scouting drone. Going to see nothing out of the ordinary. And it looks like gas did go down for aAaNerchio. Should be seeing the orbital command as soon as this pops. There we go. And with the gas build this early, aAaNerchio could actually do a number of builds. He could go for a fast factory. He could go for factory into starport. Maybe even go a quick stim and then transition into like a 4-rack stim or something. And it looks like aAaNerchio's going to get his gas and a spawning pool. I expect from him we'll just see enough gas just to get the speed, just because Zergs early on don't like wasting too much on anything besides Zergling speed. And there we go, factory does go down, and it looks like aAaNerchio is actually going to apply some pressure. I don't know, oh actually this is a scouting marine just because of the lines. But I don't quite agree with that. I would rather see SCV do it. And the second marine actually does go out too, so maybe we are going to see some microplay or some bunker shenanigans, but there is no SCV over here, so it looks like aAaNerchio is just going to put on a little pressure, maybe kill a drone or 2. aAaNerchio really needs to micro this. There we go. Zerglings do come out for aAaNerchio. He does have 1 queen on the way, almost finished. Should be seeing another one start soon. He does have the minerals. I don't know what he's waiting for. There we go. And it looks like we have reactor Hellions coming from aAaNerchio. Only still on that 1 gas, and a command center going down. Pretty interesting. Looks like he's just going to go for that economic style play after this harassment. And aAaNerchio is leaving himself open right now. I don't think that's the wisest decision. There we go. A spy depot is going to drop down. And oh, aAaNerchio almost blocked it. That would have been very nice. And I think the 2 Marines did get killed. I don't see them on the map anywhere. Income tab right now. Pretty even. It looks like aAaNerchio does have a 1 harvester lead, but that will die as soon as these Hellions get out. 12 Zerglings on the way, as well as Zergling speed, and looks like aAaNerchio just has 2 harvesters on gas, so maybe he's just going to slowly work his way up to lair tech. Or it could also be put into position so if he needs to, he could transition into roaches. He will have a small stockpile of gas ready. And it looks like Spinecrawler in a perfect position just to take a couple shots at these. And aAaNerchio just continuing to pump out Hellions. There will be 6 on the map after those 2 pop. 4 on the map right now. Units, 4 Hellions against 14 Zerglings. Zergling speed has finished. And it looks like Orbital Command going on the second command center for aAaNerchio. A bunker going up right here to prevent any Zergling run-bys or anything. And it looks like a Roach Warren did go down for aAaNerchio. Another queen on the way for aAaNerchio. It looks like he's going to be prepared for any kind of quick Banshee tricks or whatever. Just because a lot of Terran players like to make 1 or 2 Hellions and then transition into that Banshee harassment. But maybe if he moved these links a little more forward, he would see there is a lot of Hellions right now. 4 more on the way. Wow. It looks like Show's just going for a pure mech style, but I'd like to see Blue Flame on these Hellions. Blue Flame actually makes Hellions a lot stronger. This mini Hellions right here could actually kill a queen, as crazy as it sounds. With Blue Flame. Without Blue Flame, it'd actually take quite a while to kill a queen. But wow, a lot of Hellions. It looks like they're doing some good damage against queens. One more shot and that queen will die. A lot of drones are going to die. As drones are being pulled, they should actually form a final attack. One queen does go down. It looks like nice spread by aAaNerchio, trying to mitigate damage. And it looks like roaches are on the way for aAaNerchio, and Show's going to be pushed back. But I think a decent amount of drones were killed. Units lost tab, 950. 25 units lost. That does include the 12. Actually, I think it's around 20 Zerglings, probably. So not too bad for aAaNerchio. He is in a good position. Second gas is up for aAaNerchio, as well as his natural gas. And Lairtech is on the way. Now we should be seeing transition into tanks by Show. There we go. And yeah, barracks are put on. So it looks like a normal transition into Marine tank. Should be seeing a starport coming up soon just to start doing the drops. And, oh, it looks like aAaNerchio is going to move out, but Show's going to move right behind him. The first tank will be done pretty soon, I believe. And, oh, it looks like Show does raise his bunkers. And aAaNerchio's just going to get in, do some nice SCV damage. But he is taking a lot of damage with these roaches. I don't think that this was actually that much for aAaNerchio. It really wasn't as cost effective as he would have liked, as there were enough Hellions to do a decent amount of damage. Nice creep spread going by aAaNerchio, and it looks like he's just going to go for roaches right now. Roach speed is on the way, breaking down the back rocks. 8 more drones. It looks like aAaNerchio doing pretty good on his macro right now. And he's going to go ahead and send in his Overlord to scout. Just going to see a normal kind of Marine tank play, but I like this by Show. I can't tell if this is just for the upgrades, because he is able to get these 2 upgrades faster than usual. But he could also get some Marauders too, or Ghosts later on if he's going to face Infestors. So I actually really like this 2 Tech Lab on these barracks, just so that he could transition into other things besides just pure Marine. And it looks like aAaNerchio did take his 3rd, breaking down the rocks to take his 4th as well. Food count right now is about even, with aAaNerchio taking a 9 food lead. And it looks like roaches and infestors are going to be put into play. Pathogen Glands has started, as well as actually melee attack, so pretty interesting. It looks like he's going to go for a end game that's more Zergling heavy. And it looks like Show's just going to push out with these units. Siege tech hasn't even been researched yet, so I don't know how much damage this will be. I think he's just going to try to push his opponent to making more units. aAaNerchio going in and cleaning up a decent amount of this. Enough roaches, I believe, to take all of this out. Pretty good win for aAaNerchio right now. Should try to take out these last 2 tanks, but no, he's going to focus on these Marines. Yeah, there we go. Nice split by aAaNerchio. Going to take out these 2 tanks. Show's going to lose 2 tanks, which are pretty important into the end game. Siege tech hasn't even started yet, so I don't know what the game plan for Show was right there. I don't know if he realized that, actually. He hasn't even started it yet. And it looks like Stimpack is almost done, as well as combat shields. And aAaNerchio's just going to do a lot of damage right now. I don't see how Show could hold this off right now unless he gets his Marines doing a lot of work. Oh, SCVs. Nice block by the SCVs. But a lot of them are going down. A tank does come out for Show, as well as more SCVs being pulled from the natural, or from the main as well. And nice amount of damage for aAaNerchio. 30 harvesters for Show to 52 for aAaNerchio. Pretty nice attack for him. And again, I think Show just forgot to get his siege tech. It would have done a lot more yeah, there it just starts. In that initial attack, I think it would have forced aAaNerchio to back off, just because siege tanks are just so dangerous against Zerg units. Especially if you notice the way Zerg units clump up like this. Oh, and Show's just going to move out again. I think aAaNerchio should just back up. One infestor does go down, as well as the other, and nice damage by Show. He is macroing pretty well. He's getting out 6 Marines at a time. He does have Combat Shield and Stim right now, and Siege Tech on the way. Should be seeing some starports going down, but no, actually another command center. And I've actually noticed this from recent Terrans, or Terran games that I've watched. Some Terrans just are foregoing the actual starport tech. It's really odd. Maybe just because drop play doesn't work in their kind of style, but I don't know. Medevacs are actually really good units. I'm surprised that they're not being used right now. We're 15 minutes into the game and no starport. But the third command center is going down. It looks like Show is going to go for the gold. aAaNerchio's gold is up as well as his third. And we should be seeing some more transition by aAaNerchio. Maybe Hive Tech. Maybe even Mutaplay. Nice fungals by Show. No, he can't let these two, or by aAaNerchio, I mean, he can't let these two infestors go down. He is going to pull back, but he did do nice Marine damage right there. 18 Zerglings on the way. Hive Tech has started, as well as Aspire. And I got to say, aAaNerchio's in a pretty good position right now. The only thing I'd like to see from him is more creep spread, but he has started a nice little creep going. And by that, I mean, even though his creep spread up here is pretty good, if he decides to go for this 5th base right here, he's going to want creep over in this area just to see any kind of attack by Show. Oh, Nidus Network going down for aAaNerchio. I like it. As well as Zerg melee +2. Show, on the other hand, is getting his +1 upgrades. Getting an armory. Going for more tech. Maybe going to go for a couple Thors. I don't know if he knows about the Spire for aAaNerchio. There it is. I'd like to see actually another Evo Chamber for aAaNerchio just to get those upgrades faster. He is ahead in supply by a lot right now. 50 supply. And I don't know what Show's game plan is here. Just going to slowly creep forward. This slow push by Terran players with the Marines and Siege Tanks is strong. But I don't know. It's kind of dangerous. And we do have a Nidus Network going up somewhere. Here it is. Nice play by aAaNerchio. I would expect Show to just come over here as soon as he heard it. He should be checking right now because Terran players can't hear it. And there we go. A lot of Marines just moving backwards. He should be seeing the creep right now. Yeah, there we go. And it looks like it's going to be maybe a 2-pronged attack. No, aAaNerchio is just staying pat in the bottom. And there we go. His links are floating in. Starport is up, but nice save by Show. And it looks like aAaNerchio is just going to save as many units as he can. No, actually, just going to poop them all out. Roach is loading up. I don't agree with this. He's just going to lose a lot of units right here. 10 Corruptors are on the way, and it looks like Show's doing some decent damage. Show is pushing the middle, but aAaNerchio still has a 50 supply lead. And wow, aAaNerchio's just going to lose a lot of Overlords right now. He doesn't have Overlord speed. Corruptors are being made, and there we go. Roach is going to just come in and clean it up, save his Overlords. His 5th is up compared to 3 bases by Show. And income tab shows that, wow, aAaNerchio's ahead by a lot. 93 Harvesters. Maybe over droning, I would say. Usually most players would want to stop at around 80, 70 to 80-ish. 3 fully mining bases is what I've heard is like the perfect amount for any play, or for Zerg players. I don't know how that equation works out for Terran players. And oh, aAaNerchio's just gonna clump up his roaches right here, and it's gonna lose a decent amount. Overlords are gonna die. I don't think it's gonna put aAaNerchio on the red. He does have a lot of Overlords right now. And we should be seeing some Broodlords coming out from aAaNerchio. He does have the Greater Spire up. Yeah, there it is. No more. Oh, there we go. Some Broodlords are up. And this is the slow push by aAaNerchio about to start. Very dangerous. Show should just back up. He doesn't have any Vikings or anything to do damage against these units. Ooh, and nice Zergling run in by aAaNerchio. aAaNerchio did do Fungals. Nice Fungals. Wow. Just going to keep all this army right here. Let aAaNerchio just clean it up. And I think that's GG. Show is 100 food down. Does have a couple of Vikings out, but 44 Zerglings on the way compared to 6 Marines and 2 Siege Tanks. I don't know. This is aAaNerchio's game to lose right now. No, there are no ghosts out for Show. I'd like to have seen him transition into some ghost play. But aAaNerchio's just going to slowly work down this command center. And last push by Show, probably going to stim in, try to take out a couple of these. Nah, but look at all these Zerglings. And a lot of Corruptors too. GG by Show. So this was game 1 of the IEM match between dignitasSjow and aAaNerchio. And we have game 2 coming up.